Welcome, ladies, to Everquest 2, an old MMO, but felt like playing a throwback today. So, this would be the first time you guys got an MMO on the actual YouTube channel. I'm recording it now. If this raid goes well, anyways, I'll post it up. This is just a pickup raid, but a very low end, very easy raid. So many people will bug this. We will see how it goes. So, I'm playing an assassin here, and, that is a DPS in MMOs. Basically, my job is to, kill the mobs. And also, my job is to open these chests, but they gotta set the loot. Okay. Because a lot of these chests, like, they have, like, a trap on them, but I can get past that if I open it, so then, you know, some loot inside, and it'll just go to whoever is wanting it. Which I'm wanting that. Let me tell you. And let me just bust that up. No, that man didn't work. And we don't need that. So yeah, this is Everquest. Everquest 2, actually. But super old. It came out around the time of World of Warcraft, and I play this very casually. I used to play it incredibly hardcore. Not so much now. But, figured I'd give you guys a taste of a real MMO. This game was pretty popular before WoW came out and just crushed it. Just, you know, ate it alive. Currently rolling on gear to see who wins that piece. There it is. I did not win that piece, sadly. But, you can see there's 12 players. This is a standard MMO setup, as classic as you get, really. Tank, healer, DPS. A little bit of a twist, though. There is a type of class called utility, which is like kind of like a fort thing. You got your tank, heals, DPS, and got your utility. And basically, they kind of buff people. They mostly buff the DPS, but they got a couple buffs for other roles too. You know, make everybody in the raid a little stronger. So you mix in, you know, one or two of those in your raid team, and you're good to go. But, you can see this is a much more complicated MMO than what a lot of my audience would be used to. I stream this all the time on my Twitch when I'm playing, but, basically when you think of a nerd, you know, in high school, plays D&D with his buddies, and then he does his raiding. This is probably what you think of. You think of him playing. But it used to be a lot better than it is now. But you know, it'll still do. Considering I've cleared all the World of Warcraft raids already, it'll have to do. Ooh, very good. Very nice piece. Oh, and I got it. Nice. Oh. Yes, I did. I got fuckulated. A lot harder. It's probably one of the tougher MMOs. One of the more hardcore ones. But, we're doing some low-end content right now. Of course, it's just a random group, so you never know. It won't go the smoothest, you know, gonna have some hiccups, but if it doesn't go awful, we'll be posting this for you guys. See if you guys like it. I wanted to put this on YouTube because it's really it's a dying game. It's very small population now, and I wanted to kind of get it some exposure, so that's kind of why I'm gonna put it up. See my character name up there, Flexington, the assassin, Flexington von Pumpenstein. And I may have gotten trapped. On the other side of the room. Alright. Well, this is embarrassing. But, yeah, I should have got in there faster. I didn't know they were gonna pull it that fast. Well, they probably don't need me. I'm just one damage dealer, so they can probably handle that without me. Damn shame. Can't show you guys the first boss. That's a shame. Ah, they've killed it. It's dead. Shadow Sash, huh? Ooh. Gonna need that. I don't know what those are. I see those, but... And I get one of those, yeah. Okay, where do we go next? So, but you know, this has all the basic MMO mechanics that would come to mind. You know, you got your parses to show you all about it. You know, you got your DPS, your heals, aggro, all that type of stuff. But one thing you'll notice right away that kind of sets this MMO apart is look at that amount of spells on my hotbars. Whew. That's a lot of spells. A lot of stuff to kind of just mash. And there is DPS rotations, but not so much for my class and not so much for what we're doing right now necessarily. It's less of a rotation-y type of game and more of just kind of general rules of thumb to know to follow as far as being a DPS in it. Not like you need to stick to an extremely tight rotation. Of course, there is ways to maximize DPS on certain encounters, rotation-wise, but that's generally not necessary. So yeah, this is the raid up. There's the boss. Another one of the bosses here. So I'm gonna smack him with that good. Smack him with that DPS. Another thing you might notice is fights kind of last a little longer than a lot of MMOs. A lot of fights are less scripted too. Like you can kind of. That's probably my favorite thing about it is that you can kind of you really can go your own way. A lot of times there's one way to do everything, but I think that's really what is special about this MMO. There's a lot of ways and a lot of strategizing to do. Gonna need that. That is not for me, so I will grade that. We got one piece so far. That's a good take. Good take. If we can get two, I'll be a happy man. But it might seem like it's a little easy right now, but this is just because this is one of the easiest places to go. And they do have dungeons. That is still in this game, in case you're wondering. You know, six people groups for this generally is dungeons. And then raids, you got 12-person raids, and then most of them are 24 people. But I just came back to this game from a short little break. I took about a month and a half break. So I'm back now. Came back like 2 days ago. Obviously a lot of content to get through. Now I'm playing on a server that is basically running through all the old content, except they've added some stuff to help you pay money to win. Aside from that, though, it's pretty much the old content of the game that was released years and years ago. I'm probably gonna be pretty quiet during this video, because not really a lot to comment on. There's a bunch of classes in this game. How many classes are there? It's a shame, because I've been playing for like 14 years, and I don't even know how many classes. Not off the top of my head. There's gotta be at least 20. There might be 24 different classes. It sounds familiar, but a bunch of classes. And, they all feel very different, you know. Good class diversity. Of course, that, kind of hurts it in the balance a little bit, like you'd expect. It's hard to balance so many different classes, and some just, you know, kind of feel stronger than others. But, it's not unplayable balance. It's, you know, it's doable. You can play whatever class you want and manage to get into all the content. It's not game-breaking balance issues by any stretch. Another key thing of this game is gear. Gear does a lot more in this game than what it does in a lot of MMOs these days. Like, you're going from bad gear to good stuff. You're seeing like 4 or 5 times the stats. And, you know, World of Warcraft right now, it's like you can go from a heroic set to mythic grade set and get like 30% higher stats. I always thought that was really dumb. But so yeah, good. It really helps you feel like you've progressed, you know, because you really feel the power difference between just starting out and as you get playing. Guess I don't need that. There's a lot of content to this game. Good amount. It's 14 years old, so they had like they've had almost a yearly expansion, so almost yearly expansions make it, you know, pretty crazy. Probably a good 8 or 9 raids. Well, then there's a bunch of all the big raid content. I'd say there's like a good 40 bosses to get through each expansion, at least. So there's definitely a lot to be done. If you try the game and you end up liking it, that's gonna be a good thing, because there's a lot of content to do. So you won't run out of stuff too fast. My biggest issue with the game would be recently they've gone kind of pay to win. They've added in some stuff to give players that pay real money an advantage that you can't get otherwise, but in no way do you need to pay to actually do all the content. At least on the server I'm playing on. That may not be the case on the other servers. So this raid would probably last us probably another hour of this raid. Assuming we don't fail a bunch and have to retry fights. Which it's pretty easy and we seem to be doing pretty good, so we probably won't. Hey Vegox, you're back. What raid is this? This is Word of Elements. It's a ×2 raid. We're recording a YouTube video right now. Say hi to all the people. Hi people. That was him, trust me. But if the raid goes smooth, I'll post it on YouTube. If it goes bad, I'm just gonna pretend I never did it. But yeah, Word of Elements ×2. Exactly. See, that was Vegox. But I realized there's like no YouTube content of this game, so I'm gonna put some out there for the people. This game needs some exposure. It is fucked. It'll be dying soon. Oh yeah, hey Vegox, you been here? Yeah, I'm just giving the people an overview of this game, kind of showing them how it stacks up to other MMOs. But we'll be going on the next fight here. A lot of tank and spank in this particular thing, which basically means you just grab a hold of the mob and just smack-a-late them. Ooh, is that a piece I need? Yes, indeed. Oh, we're getting fuckalated. Ooh, I almost got popped right there. Luckily, I've built this character pretty defensively, just for that situation. Is poison different than disease? Yeah. So I can get both of those. So yeah, I'd say the biggest thing about this game is kind of the open-endedness. There's so many ways to do everything in this game. Unlike if you've ever raided World of Warcraft, it's pretty much a scripted thing, and you know, it's the same fight every time. But not the case in Everquest. You'll pretty much never have the same exact encounter and experience. The game is always changing on you. People are always gearing up, trying new strategies. If you've played World of Warcraft for a while and you have not beaten most of the content relatively easily, this game probably isn't for you, because it's a much more hardcore MMO than pretty much anything on the market these days. But if you guys are feeling like whatever MMO you're currently on, you know, might be kind of running out of content, this is a good secondary I'd recommend picking up. Just stay away from the pay to win and you'll be okay. Alright, now this is basically another one of those tank and spank fights. So you sit up here and just whack him. Just give him the smack. Which, you know, you might say sounds kind of boring, but it's kind of fun to look at your parses and see how they vary in these tank and spanks. Gives you a good scale of, oh, they fucked it up a little bit. That's okay. Another thing about this MMO I should tell you guys, not as many pugs, like almost no pugs compared to modern MMOs. You pretty much gotta get in a raid guild, which, you know, that kinda sucks, but to be expected when the content is so much harder than other stuff out there. I did not get one yet. Okay, apparently I can't loot those, I don't know. You looting? God damn it. Okay, well, it's broken. No? Oh, I see. Scrolling through the loot, guys. My bags have been full for a minute, sadly. My inventory. What is this? Oh yeah, it's that garbage I bought for Ematy. So yeah, not a lot of pickup raids. Probably gotta find yourself a guild if you want to raid on this game. This is one of the rare times where we can get into a pickup raid. Oh, my game has frozen. There we go. Oh, that's another thing too. It runs like total shit. It just, my computer's like $3,000. It runs like fucking trash. But not currently unplayable for me, so. Another difference, a lot of MMOs are going to personalize loot systems. This MMO has not decided to do that. It is still very much what drops, and you gotta fight for it. Guess there's a little more trash clearing too. That's probably another thing about the raids on this game. You clear a lot of trash, you know. It gets repetitive, but yeah. Nothing like it, really. I am streaming right now, so if I interact with my audience, you'll know I'm not just crazy and talking to myself. I promise. But, another kind of thing about this, if anyone out there is watching this video and thinking about trying it, you gotta do a lot of grinding, like a lot of grinding before you're ready to start doing the real content, which that puts people off, and I can't say I blame them. It's fucking awful. But yeah, once you get into it, it's definitely a unique endgame experience. Kinda, here's less of a tank and spanky fight. This fight kinda has some mechanics to it. We'll see how they do. Not so much mechanics I have control over, but kind of the pug killer. Some mechanical stuff to it. Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. They're messing with us. There we go. Now, pretty much how the pugs like to do it is they just like to stack up and just handle the mechanics that way. You basically gotta be like an inch away from this man as far as DPS are concerned. And he'll stifle you, and if healers don't cure it, GG. Kinda fucked. But hopefully I am lucky and the healers like me today. They cured my stifle. Which a stifle, for anyone who doesn't know, is like you just can't cast any spells. So, you know, there's that. I see we have somebody dead and not reviving. That could be an issue. Okay, well, here they come. What can I show you guys while we're waiting? There you go, look at that. That's like the talent tree in any other MMO. This is basically your skill trees. You know, couple choices, pretty objective as far as my class goes. It's pretty much the only way you can build him, but a lot of classes have a lot of different viable specs you can look into. The gear, boom, kind of what the character sheet looks like there. You know, bunch of stats to consider and think of. We're just kind of waiting on this guy now. Another big difference, like I said earlier, this game is like totally dead, so it'll take you 7 years to find a group for anything. Of course, there's guilds if you can get into. You can just run stuff with your dudes. I'm in a guild, but they don't do any content, so I just kind of have them there for they're thinking of starting to do stuff soon, so I notice I've been in defensive spec this whole time. That's nice. That's how pros do it. But we're just kind of chilling. You can see there's a bunch of different classes. You got a bunch of choices for tanks, bunch of different healers, bunch of different DPS. You know. It's good. It's good. Leveling on this game. You can see well, you can't see, but I'm level 80, which is currently the max level, and Leveling probably takes the longest I've ever seen on any video game, period. Any MMO and any game at all. It's like fucking 300 hours. It's awful. Of it just, grinding repetitive shit. Mind-numbingly boring. Tear your eyeballs out. Now there's currently an event going on where you can level in like 6 hours. And that's nice. But that'll be gone soon. Okay, yep, there's the stifle. Will they cure it? That's kind of the test of, he just kind of spams it on you, so... Healers just gotta spam cure everything. But that's kind of the test of this fight, is if they manage to do that. And there's a little mechanic, basically you gotta just stay inside that bubble, so that's why we're all just kind of sitting right here. See how long I can stay up. Stifle. God damn it. Just before I'm about to lay the pain down on him. Ah, they're keeping me cured for a minute. Nice, nice. There you go. So, technically some mechanics on this man, but pretty close to the old tank and spankaroonie. Up. Dropped out of stealth. Damn it. There we go. And, you guys might be wondering, what's up with DPS in this game? You seem to just be hitting whatever you want. Well, that's kind of how assassins do it, but, if you want some boring, rigid rotations, there's DPS for that, too. Try a wizard or something. If you want to just hit, the same rotation over and over again. But for the class I'm playing, you pretty much just roll your face across the keyboard. Ah, no gear drops. But yes. Yes. And there's, a lot of quests to do in a game called Everquest 2. Surprising, I know. But a lot of quests you need to do. Get your epic weapon quests, which is like 100 billion fucking quests. Take you like 2 weeks. But, bunch of quests and grinding and stuff you need to do before you even get into the real content. Which I think is part of what's killing this game, honestly. No one wants to do it. It's fucking boring. But, obviously I've done it. You can kind of wear it like a badge of honor, kind of, Like, oh, I did all that boring shit, guys. I'm cool. But, this is Everquest. Oh. I would show you guys more raids, but to do that you need to be in a raid guild, and none of them that I have found will let me record the raids or even stream them, so pretty much pick-up group content is all you're gonna be able to find on this channel, unless I can find a raid team that'll let me record it. I swear it's like the community is intent on killing this game. Like, the game's dying. Oh, well, let's make sure nobody else hears of it. You can't record shit. Don't post it anywhere. But, the community is a discussion for another day, I fear. They are a whole nother can of worms, sadly. Another tank and spank fight. That's why people pug these, because, you know, they're chankily and spankily. That's why they pug this particular raid, because, you know, it's easy that way. In that sense, it's easy. So far I've won one piece from this run. Not the best, but, you know, could win no pieces. Ugh. You notice the game looks like ass, because, well, it runs awful and would run even worse if I turned it up to good graphics. Doesn't matter what type of PC you have, the game's gonna run like shit. That's part of the game. Ugh. Not every class has this many spells. In fact, the assassin has. It's one of the most spells class. There's probably more spells, but assassins are pretty up there with the total number of buttons you need to be clicking. But pretty much any class. A lot more spells than, well, once again, World of Warcraft. The golden standard of MMOs, right? So that's something that takes getting used to. I like it that way, though. I like a bunch of spells. Don't necessarily want to have to press them all, but, you know, better than not even having them at all, I guess. I guess another thing you'll notice about this game would be the community. It's awful. It's really, really bad. Well, your classic elitist asshole raider community. You know the type. World of Warcraft even has some. But that's pretty much all that's left on this game, so there's that. A lot of A lot of ways to improve your character. A lot of stuff you gotta do. Lots of content to do. You start out your character, you get him to max level. By the time he's all geared out and juiced up, he's gonna be doing like, 15 times the damage he was originally. Well, I'm honestly more like 20 now that I really think about that. About 20 times the damage he originally was doing, so... you definitely feel the improvement when building your character. Another one of these fucks, huh? I will greet again. What's this? No crit chance on it, huh? That is a shame. That'll be the piece I win. Guaranteed. But, yeah, there's this man. Oh, he's so tiny. The assassin is the class I'm playing. It's not 100% face roll, but I don't really have to stick to too much of a refined rotation, which I kind of like, It's like those old NES games. A little bit of button mashing action, never hurt nobody. Try to wizard DPS, but they are, you gotta stick to a tight rotation. Tighter than a nun's cooch, I'm afraid. So, kinda was, not necessarily for me. Well, I would take that, but I'm sure it's a big upgrade for somebody, so I'll just greed on it. I'm sure somebody else needs it more than I do. No, don't start the fight yet, guys. Wait. Wait for me. Okay. Oh, that's the strategy they want to go for. Manly. They're just gonna burn this man down. That's how men do it. One of me mateys just messaged me. Maybe he'll make an appearance. He might not, though, is he? He likes to flake on me, I'm afraid. Oh, he has joined. Welcome, welcome. I know your mic is fucking having a little Down syndrome fit right now, so we'll give it a second. But, we're doing a YouTube video. I'm showing them a raid and telling them about Everquest. Telling them what it's all about. His microphone always dies for a second when he plugs it in. Then again, I guess somebody else could have joined, but I mean, what are the odds of that? We got the Kirsten Discord, who's another pro Everquest player, or at least he did play hardcore like me long ago. Ooh, this fight's not going too well. Hoping we can sexify it back. For some reason, this man seems to be taking no amount of damage. Oh, there's the Thunder Thighs. Well, he plugged his mic in anyways. It's gonna take him a second still. Ah, magic. Magic, magic, magic. Magic mushrooms. Ah, he's dying, ladies. He's dying. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the man's dying. Oh. Indeed. Okay, well. Ah, my rotation is fucked, I tell you. I fucked it all. Ah, it gets fucked like that sometimes. I might have... Oh, do tell. Indeed. But I do. Exactly. Oh, I'm recording this raid for the people. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I've already... Indeed, the whoa! The whoa! Oh, it is. It's so spookily. Oh, we damn near wiped on this a minute ago. No, we didn't, though. I'm afraid. I don't know what went wrong, actually, but something could have fuckulated us. We just smacked the captain. Indeed. Just got done getting smiggity smacked. I have won one piece. There is fat loot flowing, but I'm just not winning it. Anyway, so on the YouTube, we got Vgox in the chat here watching the stream. I've given them an earful of everything about Everquest for this YouTube video. Everything they want to know. You think you can add anything that maybe I wouldn't have thought of? This is the last fight. Indeed, indeed. Let me... Yes. Well, I couldn't find my poison, so... Oh, maybe for a lesser man. Exactly. I like that lesser man there, probably in Mastercrafted, freshly 80. Yes. Oh ho ho ho. Oh, he's sent a couple of messages. Right now he's listening because he finds this to be very informative. He might be. Oh, god damn it. Too many spooky mobs. Indeed. Well, if you're unlucky anyways. Well, they have a... You need one guy to do your rocks, and then the other guys just have to come back. It better not be. My ACT just throws a fit if I get chosen to get teleported, let me tell ya. It's like, oh no, that's gonna be another encounter. Indeed, indeed. Oh. Yes, indeed. Not a problem. Oh, I never do well on this fight because there's AoE portions that just demolish me. Oh, god damn it, I didn't get my last assassinate off. No, I didn't. I did not. I did no such assassinating. Whoo! Sexy. Tank piece, you say? Well, not anymore. Ah, I already have one of those, so I'll leave them to another man. And I already have one of those. I'll greed for a second one. Okay, fine, I'll just close it then. Make sure my bags don't get fucked. Where's that getting rolled on again? Wait on these rolls. See who's the winner. Give me that cloak! Ah, let me shake the dice and blow them and throw them on the table. Give me them. Give me them rolls. God damn it! Why isn't it rolling? Nobody won't. Lordy. We've been escopied. Apparently. So I guess somebody is just leaving their loot window open until the timer runs out. That would be why the lotto's not running. Ah, I assume the man who just went link dead might be it. Come on, why you gotta make me wait, baby? They're holding me. What do you mean now rolling on a crate? What the fuck is it there? Nobody talking. Ah, that son of a bitch, he got it. Ah, the Medicaid's got it. Yeah, damn it. Ah! Well, we did win this one piece, so, you know, there's that. Alright, guys, so that's basically a Everquest raid. Any comments you want to add, Thunder Thighs? Ah, exactly. Alright, see you guys next time.